So Kenilwe is seeking from the ethical leadership. Oh, the project is about ethical leadership, and which part is it, Kenilwe?
Dynamic leadership?
Dynamic.
Yes.
Okay. So this is about ethical leadership, and the purpose for Kenilwe is for her to develop a clear understanding of her ethical framework and to create an opportunity for others to hear about and discuss ethics in our organization or some other organization or community. And I've heard this is going to be a panel discussion.
I've also heard that.
And Toastmaster. Okay, the time is 20 to 40 minutes. To which timing should you be timed?
She's already indicated to the timer.
Indicated
Okay, time
15
and
to
now?
20 minutes. Yeah.
How much?
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20.
Yes.
Thanks. Back to you, Madam.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. So please help me welcome Kenilwe with her project on ethical leadership. Kenilwe.
Thank you.
Vital communicators, visitors and guests, as you have heard, I am going to be having a panel discussion, and I've requested 3 panel members to be part of my project. Can I kindly ask my 3 panel members to please come and join me as you help me to welcome them to the front? They know themselves. You may please have a seat. Thank you very much. Tonight we will be discussing ethical leadership. According to the professor from the University of George Washington University School of Business, Professor Stephen Mintz, also known as ethical sage, when he is describing ethical leadership, he said, ethical leadership is a demonstration of normative appropriate conduct through a personal action and interpersonal relationships. He further went and said, ethical leadership is a two-way communication when it is reinforced and crafted well in an ethical manner. In other words, you cannot be able to witness ethical leadership if it's not two-way, because you will be forcing and you will be not making justice to the other party. For ethical leadership to happen, there are 5 pillars. And for the sake of our discussion, I'm going to put them here so that during the discussion you are able to can refer to it. I hope you are able to see them. Those pillars are building community, serving others, manifesting honesty, respecting others, and showing justice. I am going to introduce my panel members because there's a nice phrase that I came across where it says, the road is asked to those who went ahead. When I was selecting my panel members, I made sure that I get those who have traveled this way before us. We are able to can get something from them. So tonight I will urge you, as we have a panel discussion, to can try and grab something out of each and every one of them, because they've traveled this and we are going to be learning from them. My first panel member is Lynette from Mark, who has been with us for quite some time, as she has indicated when she was introducing herself. And she's not only Vital Communicators member, she's a member of other clubs, several clubs.
Only two.
Only 2 clubs, but she is well known.
Enough to say
And she has been nominated or elected or appointed as a district finance manager. Please help me to. I
That
select.
happens when you put your hand up when you're not supposed to.
Thank you for that. You are flying Vital Communicators flag
With a flourish.
to flourish. Thank you very much. I hope our Vital Communicators flag is the one that is much brighter than the other club. So Lynette, as a Vital Communicators member who have stood the test of time, do you have any other community besides Vital Communicators you are part of?
It's a very broad statement, and it depends on how closely you wish to define community. So yes, I'm a member of Vital Communicators Club, which is a small select community to which I give, I hope, a lot of support, and I try to give support to each individual member, but sometimes I don't know that they need any. So if you need support, put your hand up and call me. So I do. That's my immediate Toastmasters community. I have another club where I'm a member, where I have the same kind of relationship. I then am a member of Toastmasters District 129, which is the largest Southern African community of Toastmasters. And by default, I'm a member of Toastmasters International, and periodically I look around and I see and I get involved in stuff. And I have found, being a member of Toastmasters in total, but in Vital Communicators specifically, that I have learned a lot, particularly relating to ethical behavior. And my short way to explain ethical communication or ethical behavior is for you to believe that I will do the correct thing whether or not someone's watching, whether you're watching me or whether nobody is watching me, that I can be, that you can depend on me to behave ethically. And I think that that's very important in life today, and certainly in life today, and I believe it's quite prevalent in Toastmasters that people do behave ethically. It's a different question when it comes to the broader South African community, but we won't go there right now.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I think I'm a bit curious by nature, and once you are Toastmaster member, you are allowed to can attend other clubs meetings, whether online or face-to-face, and I like to attend online meetings. The other day, I logged in one of the meetings, and it was from a country that I don't even know the name of. I was just being curious, and I joined. And when I introduced myself and I told them that I'm from South Africa, and they asked me, Do you know Lynette Frumat? And Berta Storon, who is our Zoom master now and again. So they are, without knowing it, part of the community, the Toastmaster community, both local and international. Thank you for that, Lynette. The second pillar is about serving others. And our area director, who has blessed us with her presence today, every time when she's around, I like her energy. I now understand why you were selected to be our area director. Forever beautiful, effortlessly beautiful. You know, even the way she's moving. But what I like about her is serving others. And one of the purpose of an area director, I suppose, is to serve. Can you tell us how serving has changed your life within Toastmasters environment and outside?
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, serving others, I believe that in any situation, as long as you are engaging people in a way, big or small, you are serving others. And I believe that it's everyone's purpose in life to serve, whether you serve at the smaller scale or at the bigger scale. And as I have joined Toastmasters, I realized that we all serve each other. When you take a role in a club, or when you take a role at an area, division or district, you serve others. So as an area director, I was blessed to have all physical clubs. Mind you, I'm from an online club, which I felt that Toastmasters, it's where it is at the face-to-face clubs. This is where you experience the work of Toastmasters. This is where you experience the flourishment of individuals within Toastmasters. So being in the Toastmasters face-to-face, serving the 5 clubs, I've learned a lot. I've learned better communications skills. I've learned patience. Believe you me, when you deal with individuals of different levels within Toastmasters, you need to have the patience. You need to have the skill on how to deal with them as well, because we are all from different walks of life. We all have different agendas, and some people at some point they're going through a lot, and at that time they are engaging you. So you need to come back, bring yourself down, calm yourself down, and be able to serve with integrity and ethically. So being in that space, I have also grown as an individual, because you learn different people, you learn different ways of doing things. 5 clubs, they do things differently. Yes, we belong to Toastmasters International, but things are being done differently. And even the environment, the energy of the club members differs from one club to another. As you grow in that space, you are able to interact outside Toastmasters socially. I'm able to interact with people. I'm able to understand that we are all from different walks of life with different purposes, and be able to come down and accept others as they are.
I hope we are still getting something that we will take away with, that when we leave here, we won't regret that we decided on a certain day that we wanted to be part of this Toastmaster movement. as we move along to Nancy, who will answer about responsibility. Yes, you decide to join. Yes, you decide to start something. And when you do that, the minute you take a step, there's no guarantee that the road is a smooth road. There's no guarantee that you will get help every time. It is also your responsibility as the initiator of that movement to take the responsibility. When you fall down, you need to stand up and dust yourself and you go out. As you all know, we are towards the beginning, towards the end of the Toastmaster year, where we will be getting new committee members. Thanks to Steph, who has been working tirelessly, sending us messages. Sometimes we forget to answer. He will remind you several times, but he has been so patient. Thank you for that. And soon he will be revealing the new EXCO members. The last question to Nancy is, how will you advise? Actually, it's not a question. We just need your insight. How will you advise the upcoming committee members of Vital Communicators? Yes, they have not been introduced. He's still working to get members, I guess.
Oh no, wait, I'm announcing them tonight.
He will be announcing. And those who will be announced, who will be, who were able to raise their hands to say, I will serve, can you share with us how will you advise those who are starting, who are stepping in?
Thank you, Kenilwe. I think the theme is still ethical leadership. So we are still in that space. And if we are talking about the EXCO, which is the executive committee that is upcoming, where we are expecting those that are going to say, like Lynette said, here I am, to Mamina, I'm willing to do the task. And the task at hand, it's not an easy task. The task at hand, it leads somebody that will be so kind and understand the environment. This is an environment that is conducive for everyone to excel and be a better leader and better speaker. And as we are doing that, we need to understand that we are not in the same level. And if you are one of the executive committee, the task that you are going to handle will be a task that will test you whether can you deal with the people that are in the space where you are in order for you to enable them to finish. The timing, again, it's not that enough. And you need to be in a position to encourage as much as you can so that people will take the responsibility to raise their hands and say, I am going to do my speech the coming meeting, and this is what I'm able to do. And if the person that is sitting on the other side now says, this is what I want to do, as an executive member, you need to allow them to come on the space so that they grow, because they came all the way to be part of Vital Communicators, number one, for development and changing maybe their career path, or maybe take up a step up to become a leader in that space. So the responsibility lies with the executive committee, where they need to work hand in hand. And we expect leaders that are going to set examples, that are going to be in the forefront and be able to lead those that are coming behind them, so that we are going to be in a position to see change. And when we come all the time to Vital Communicators and find these two souls, Veritas and Lynette and Anchen on the other side, we are able to be encouraged that despite whatever that is happening at this club, they are still there and they are still holding on and taking us on their arm and taking us to the next level. And when you see now on the Wall of Fame where they are coming in, and I hope that it's a responsibility to each and everyone that is seated here, even those that are not here, to look up to them and be in a position to say, I wish one day where my name will be called in that meeting and on the Wall of Fame, I wish my name will be there. So all of us will need to take the responsibility. So it cannot be only the executive members needs to take the responsibility and do their part, attend the meeting and be partake in the meetings and do all necessary tasks that are laid on you, so that the club will grow and the club will enable to have the vibe that everyone is talking about, the welcoming and the smooth running of the club. This is all what we expect to see to the one that are coming on. And I'm saying to them, good luck.
One of the pillars from ethical leadership, we are still at ethical leadership. One of the pillars is building a community. Building a community is one of my passion. I am from the community where we learn that in order to perish, you need to be glamorous, you need to be what we call a slave queen. We need to, the social media has actually created something out of hand. And I decided that, sometimes as you grow old, you start to sit at your corner, feel sorry for yourself, lose your self-esteem. And I came with this concept. I call it ohot. For those who have been following me, I always put something about ohot. Ohot is a slang where they remind you that you are hot. As old as you are, as poor as you are hot. My club members, they know I always say, let's put a lipstick so that we appear, bit light, even if life out there is not. And you mentioned something about serving others. To me, ohot movement is about serving others, those with self-esteem who cannot take themselves out of the pit. They need people to be standing there and pulling them out of the pit. And what I do, I source some few things that will remind women, small things. You don't even have to buy expensive stuff. Small things like this, you can see what is changing in me. I'm just simple, but small things will show you that you're hot. Is to start and to lift the community that you are. Small things that won't break your bank, that will show you that, girl, you are hot. Remember, even when life gives you lemon, you go out there, you make lemonade out of your lemon.
Yes, well.
It's something like that, where we lift each other. We build communities. We need to teach our kids that in order for you to can go out there and be beautiful, you don't need a sugar daddy to can pay for your thing. We need to encourage our daughters that just we call it in our language, titivate yourself. Just put your lipstick, something that is not even expensive. You go out and you look hot.
Hot.
Oh, hot, it's a movement. So it's my part of ethical leadership pillar that I've been concentrating on to encourage women, to encourage girls, to encourage even boys to, you know, when you're wearing your suit, you just need nice pin. It makes a difference. And we go out there. I will encourage each one of you to go out there and encourage where we're coming from, where people are suffering. Because we are having a lot of people who are going through mental illness. Without even saying it, you see, this person is a bit struggling. Just lift a person. That's ethical leadership. Thank you very much.